Good morning, Over LC Middle School students. This is Mr. Woolley, and we're going to be watching a video today about some multiplication division of rational numbers and how to set some of these problems up. Remember, the information contained in this video is intended to be viewed only by the students in Mr. Woolley's room, and by watching the video, you agreed to they will not record or share the video with anyone who's not a student in Mr. Woolley's room. All right, so here we go. Our first question here says, in the space below, create a word problem that involves integer multiplication. Write an equation to model the situation. So here's a pretty simple one with integers. I make $10 per hour. I worked 4 hours. How much money did I make? Well, I make $10 each hour, and I work for 4 hours. 10 times 4 gives me $40. Now it says to change the word problem by replacing integers with non-integer rational numbers, so fractions and decimals, and write the new equation. All right, if I make $10.50 per hour, now I only work for a half of an hour. Notice how I have one decimal, I have one fraction here. How much money did I make? Well, I'll make $10.50 per hour. In a half hour, well, since I have a decimal, I can convert the half to a decimal also, 0.5. So 1050 times 0.5 hours gives me $5.25. And remember, that process was not any different, because was the process used to solve the second problem different from the process used to solve the first? Not at all. Process was the same. Multiply the hourly wage by the hours worked. Of course, we have our rules here for multiplying. Remember, when you multiply with rational numbers or with integers, and you see there's some positive and negative signs involved, here's some reminders. Just multiply the absolute values, like the number amount of the two rational numbers. If both factors have the same sign, you get a positive answer. If each factor has a different sign, you get a negative answer. All right, now how does this go ahead and apply to some division here? Well, let's take a look. In 1 year, Melinda's parents paid $2,640.90 on cable and internet service. If they spend the same amount each month, what's the resulting monthly change in the family's income? Well, they're spending money, so I put a negative sign in here, negative $2,640.90. I'm going to divide that by 12 months, because there's 12 months over the course of a year, and that gives me negative 220.08, or what we called $220.08 per month. So they are spending that, which is why it's a negative here. That's what they're spending. And of course, the rules for dividing rational numbers are the same as the rules for dividing integers. Divide the absolute values of the two rational numbers. So just take the numbers and divide them. If the dividend and divisor have the same signs, you get a positive quotient. If the dividend and divisor have different or opposite signs, you get a negative quotient. So same kind of rules to follow. Now I'm not going to go over the examples that are here on page 78, 79, 80, because that's something you're going to be working on. You'll see in Schoology. All right, but I got one more example that we can take a look at. All right, number 1 over on page 81. This will be the last one we talk about today. It says, at lunchtime, Benjamin often borrows money from his friends to buy snacks in the school cafeteria. Benjamin borrowed 75 cents from his friend Clyde 5 days last week to buy ice cream bars. Represent the amount Benjamin borrowed as the product, notice this word product's underlined there, multiplication, of two rational numbers, and then determine how much Benjamin owed his friend last week. Well, he borrows 75 cents, so that's a negative scenario. He's going to owe somebody money. So negative 0.75, he does this 5 different days. So you multiply that out, you get negative, because remember, one negative sign gives you a negative answer, negative 3.75, or negative $3.75. So Benjamin actually owed Clyde $3.75. So that's how you can apply those to real scenarios. All right, thanks for watching, and good luck on your practice in Schoology today.